Alright, well, welcome back to Starfield.
Not a lot of folks would have
I know
stuck
it's
their
been a
necks
while,
out for
but,
this
you know,
lady.
life and whatnot. So, here's what we're gonna do. You know what? We're actually gonna go back to the main story now. Set course. Long time. I know it's... Yeah, but yeah, it's been a while.
While we're here, let's swing by Centaurian so I can pick up some ammo.
Yeah, you did.
Look at this place. It's just as we left it. You know, I've often wondered who keeps the lodge so meticulously clean.
He seemed desperate. Or excited to find you. He left this note.
Okay.
I think you're getting the wrong idea.
Let's check that out real quick. I will do that as soon as I get this quest going.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect. Ah, yes, you're intimately familiar with the area. No need to sugarcoat them. It's going to be treacherous, but I'm hoping our combined talents will be able to handle it.
With all those megacorps and bean counters on Neon, you should feel right at home, Walter.
What do you say? I just need a ride to Neon, we talk to a few of your fellow Neon citizens, and then we're back for drinks. To the Volai star system, then. I admit I'm a little excited.
Alright, let's go see our parents. We're taking the mass system, I think.
I hope Cora doesn't get too...
Shit, I think that's Hadrian right there, right?
Captain! Over here.
Sorry, not doing your quest right now.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis.
Actually, you know what? While we're doing this, I'm gonna check my level. Alright, yeah, so this next mission should level us up. I wonder what Dan wants to talk about.
You've been given a precious opportunity. Seize it, and never look back. That Aquila City bank robbery story on SSNN, that was you, right?
Yep.
Of course it was. Oh, I was so proud. My child on the news.
I nearly dropped my drink. You were dealing with bank robbers?
Yeah.
Jesus. You stay safe, all right? Honest to goodness, bank robbery.
As soon as I saw that story, I talked with Linda. You know Mrs. Ming across the hall, and she didn't believe me.
I swear our friends think we're making you up. I almost want you to show up in your finest constellation outfit at poker night, just so I can show them. Wait, you're a ranger too? I swear. But next time, let us know you got a story coming on.
Might save your dad from having a heart attack.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Okay.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first. Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own. No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship. But I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do. You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape. Try telling that to their loved ones. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial. Bad luck. That sounds familiar. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us. After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja. You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Alright, let's see. Travel to Neon. Set course for Neon!
We should stick to the main plaza, unless you like getting soaked by the rain.
Alright, I'll walk right.
Smell that? Construction, incense, industrial chemicals of every kind. But they still can't get rid of the odor of chasm bass. Quite true, but also opportunity. Our opportunity. We need to stop by the Stroud-Ekman offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred, even for something like this.
as combustible. I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
Mr. Stroud, we didn't know you were coming in.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to bust you in, sir.
Walter,
Issa.
shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner. And you're just standing right here. Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious company's branding. Ah, yes, the daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need to go into that.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the board that way, I wouldn't need to placate them so much. Yes? Why are you here, Walter? The board meeting isn't for a while. Our vacations aren't coming up either.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need all of it.
Oh, this wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astro Lounge, would it?
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my files again?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same as mutual trust? Exactly. You can see how removed my husband is from the groundwork if he's overlooked something so obvious.
That was the point. Neutral territory in the open.
With no leverage. Oh, you must let me help. It's been too long.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage if things go wrong.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the doors.
Yes, exactly. I hate being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband.
Oh, he's
We
married.
need to go through the fund authorizations anyway.
James Newell is the broker who knows our cellar. He'll be able to help you find out more about them. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since I won't be joining you. Meet me back here. I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon Sharks, I promise.
$1,000. Okay. Wait, there's two things there.
Things have gotten pretty bad.
Catherine Luzion keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get that out of the way.
We're fully stocked and ready to sell. Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Oh, I don't have a problem with this place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Sigurd makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Had a freelancer trail the seller back to his place. Sleep Crate 1.
Boost packs. Got those too.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up.
It's gonna take me back.
Show no mercy. Leave no quarter.
Not sure how much.
Step back. Let's try it this way. That one either? Okay. There we go.
You definitely know your way around a lock.
Personal correspondence. Correspondence 2. More. Oh, okay.
Can you believe Xenofresh charged?
Yeah, you. You're really going to walk on by?
Make sure you never. The Trackers Alliance always finds their mark. Bounty hunting is not easy work. It is not for those simply wishing to make a quick credit. You must be sure of your abilities or you will not live long enough to collect. But you seem insistent. Find Trackers Alliance missions at the local mission board. Goodbye.
I'll do that before leaving.
Never run into space.
Welcome to Calvin.
Yeah. This is wait, what? Why are my parents here?
Well, hello. Didn't expect to see you here.
Hi, Dennis.
Yeah? Your mother found a deal. One hell of a deal. An all-inclusive vacation package to Neon.
It's a retirement present.
And, well, everyone's heard about the Astral Lounge.
Please don't tell me.
Absolutely not.
Well, probably not.
No, we are not.
Wait, what are you doing here?
Yeah, nothing good happens here. I've been here long enough to know that. Figures. Oh, dear Lord. So, let's pretend this never happened, hmm?
Oh, I do think that would be best, sweetie.
Your nose.
Yeah, you're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale.
I don't do
Oh,
chemicals.
no. Drugs are for street gangs and junkies. Aurora is on an entirely different level. I like to call it an exquisitely crafted, transcendent experience. Only problem is that won't fit on the package. Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure? The Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. Security is handpicked from the finest officers in the city. Then I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. For a reasonable fee, our security can be your security.
Huh.
We do strive for setting the most reasonable rate.
Let's try this.
Not currently, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bullets flying would certainly be bad for the club's
Yeah, it would.
reputation. Well, I think we can certainly offer a discounted rate for you, if you were still interested.
Okay.
Excellent. Let me just apply that discount we discussed, and done. We do hope your meeting goes to your satisfaction. Hope to see you again.
This door control.
What's up?
Shame of you.
Get some Aurora. Let loose.
For those who don't know, my D&D bar's name is Aurora. So,
Stay out of trouble or we'll have a problem.
alright, let's hack this computer. As soon as I figure out how to. Alright, that's... Alright, let's undo that, because that was a failure. Alright, let's see. Alright. Now. There we go. Remote control. Alright, there we go.
I hope you know what you're doing.
In my experience, not always. Alright, Wolf Shroud should be outside. Why? Downstairs.
I used to be an actuary.
still so tense? Normally, once we're alone, your shoulders relax. They're taut.
We're on to something remarkable. Maybe what I've always dreamed of.
I can tell. I can see your mind racing.
I haven't even stopped to ask you how you're doing.
I'm fine. The board complains, I assure them. There's the occasional assassination attempt.
So, you don't need anything from me then?
I don't.
Am I just some useless stargazer? You would have been better off marrying a Hope or a Tayo, someone who could be with you at every meeting.
Oh, don't go on about that again. Needing you isn't the same as wanting you. And I'd much rather want my partner than need them. Less complicated.
Now, I know Constellation seems to take up so much of my time. But I never stop thinking of you. Wondering what maneuvering you're doing to take over the company and drive me out.
It's how I show my love.
Oh, shit, they're done.
Is everything ready? To the Astral Lounge and our cellar. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
I just realized I've been going back and forth in this place the entire time. Don't want that yet. Don't want that yet. You beat me in here.
All right, we're here. Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them, larger than normal, big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers.
Code phrases? My goodness, Walter, I think you're taking this espionage business a little too seriously.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
Alright, look at the cellar.
The music is amazing!
You good? Hi.
Oh,
Yes?
yeah, these are...
What is it? Can't you see? Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
That was easy.
Hey there!
Hi!
Not only do we have security, but we also have door codes.
I just saw our seller walk by. Good job. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound? This'll be fun. I find matching wits with the neon underworld to always be invigorating.
And we got security.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous. So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at
Yep,
that.
that's real.
One of a kind, and I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in? Oh, really? And how do you know that? Who talked?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the agreed-upon amount.
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on. I need more so I can disappear.
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another.
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk out of this booth right now. What the? Security!
As you can see, we're in control. Take advantage of our generosity. Take the money.
All right. Okay. It's all yours. Hope I never see any of you people ever again.
Have it. This couldn't have gone better. Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home. Shall we?
That was easy. Bro, get out of the way. Sarah, get out of the way. I need one of you two to get...
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner.
Oh boy.
We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
There a problem here?
Yes. This armed thug was trying to steal our belongings.
I'm going to need you to back away from our VIPs. Now.
Fine, but you can't stay in the Astro Lounge forever, Stroud. Nicholas Slayton's already got your number.
Slayton is a man of considerable resources. Sending on men to the Astro Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We better get off the planet quickly. Ace. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
Oh, fuck.
There goes our way out. Agreed. Have a talk with the man himself.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
Basically, we're stuck on Neon, so we gotta go back. And for the life of me, I
Devin
cannot
and Estes
remember...
has run into some trouble. Word to the wise? You don't
Oh boy. Wow, there is a lot of people here.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you? I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man.
Auto persuade.
Well, maybe we can let you through this once. Maybe I could squeeze you in. Let me see. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
Hoping to get a meeting? I've been waiting all day.
This is probably not gonna... Oh.
This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter, taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right, we've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay?
Okay.
I'm aware of the irony of me continuing to say it'll be easy. But it'll be easy.
Yeah.
Will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. There's a vent above you. Just climb up.
Yeah, okay,
The room below you is clear. Drop down. Stop. One of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now. Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hall. Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going, all the way to the end. Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters. Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Go now. Let me
This
just get
is a
that for
private
you.
office.
You know the routine. Up the vent. It's a short one, I promise. Almost there. Door on the right. There's the door. It should take you outside.
Outside? You expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess after you.
Gonna bury you. Find anything useful?
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here? You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns on my side. I do admit, having the co-CEO of Stroud Eklund in my office is quite the opportunity.
How are your quarterlies looking, Nicholas? Perhaps we can add Slayton Aerospace to our supply chain, provided this unpleasantness was behind us.
Yes, I think that could be a most beneficial exchange. There is just the small matter of paying for the humiliation. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves. If you wish, you will have the opportunity to tell him yourself, shortly.
He's a thief, and you're going to let him go.
My security brought Musgrove.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us.
Oh, he's...
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor. Same old song, huh? You know how this works. Just make up your mind.
I don't need to tell you this, but we don't need to kill him. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all. And we got what we wanted.
Thank you.
You have no idea how lucky you are, Musgrove.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well.
Time to go. Let's talk more back at the ship.
Get going.
Word is the Borealis, you know, DJ? Well, she's moping around. If you want to see how short.
Should I warm up the engines?
How are you?
I must confess.
A deal with a man who wanted us dead. I guess we can call that a win. What do you think? I agree. This life suits both of us, don't you think?
I'd prefer digging up the artifacts rather than prying them from the hands of greedy industrialists. But at least we have another in our possession.
All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
Alright.
I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
The fact that you do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Ridiculous. You have no right to dictate what we can or cannot do with the artifacts.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it. The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. We'll get through this. Hold on.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
I gotta remember how to do this. Oh man, they really messed this up.
Switching over to standard engines.
Maintain your correct course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Speculation part of my brain is in overdrive. We need to
Scan complete.
the
You are
log to
clear
me.
to land and new advantage.
Tell the well to analyze the data on the ship's sensors.
Alright, while we're landing, we might as well see where else we could put our new level.
Absolutely.
And I'm over encumbered.
We have much to...
Alright, what can I put in?
Discuss. It's good to be home.
How is Neon? Are you okay? Okay. I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Starboard. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up. Another house for Rune.
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
No settled systems lab made these things, and I doubt one of them made that ship either.
So, we got some weird extra-dimensional beings that coincidentally decide to build their spacefaring vessels exactly like we do. Not so sure about that.
Noel, start analyzing all the data from the ship sensors. The gravitational wave they caused, scans of their weapons, shields, everything. We're in the dark. We need to learn anything about them we can, including some way to fight them if necessary. Until then, we stay the course. Collect the artifacts. It's even more important now that an intelligence we don't know or understand is looking for them. All we can do is be more cautious, but we are not stopping. This could end up being a race we don't want to lose. Vladimir, has the Eye picked up anything new?
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you please.
All right. Good luck, everyone. And be careful out there. There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much.
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
Alright, this is actually where we're going to leave it off for today. Thank you all for joining me.
Yes?
I'll see you in the next one.